So, it's been a little while since the last time I donned a cosplay for our Assassin's Creed shenanigans. Probably half a year ago when we were doing the Assassin's Creed 4 playthrough. So, here in Rogue, we didn't really have the opportunity to do so much, because the only cosplay that I really have for Assassin's Creed is my Edward Kenway one. But now that we're done with the main story and all we have to do is go around the world collecting stuff, I'd say it's fair game to slap on the Edward Kenway look, essentially. I didn't want to for the main story because I was like, okay, let's have the kind of canonical look for the main story with our dude being Mr. Templar Man. But now with just exploring around the world collecting the rest of what we have, I'd say it's fair game to hop into the Edward Kenway kind of look here, and a good excuse to hop back into this thing for the first time in a while. I literally do not remember when the last time I put this thing on was. It's been collecting dust in my closet, and let's exit fleet here as we always do, starting things out. It's probably been collecting dust. It's been a good little while that it's just been there untouched, and because it had been so long, there were some things I didn't even remember, like, how to do. Like, there's the red kind of bit. Like, I put on, even though you can't see it all, I put on, like, the whole thing. And there's, like, the red bit that goes around his waist. I couldn't remember how to tie it. And I literally just stood there, like, fumbling for, like, 10 minutes, remembering how to tie. And then I remembered. And then I remembered all of a sudden what my strategy for that was. And it was A-okay. It was all A-okay. When it comes to this, I should probably go repair all my ships. When it comes to this cosplay in general, though, back when we started the main AC4 playthrough and started out the Rebel Collection here, I wanted to get a hidden blade in that I had ordered that was gonna be, like, hella cool. And it never came in, and it kept on being delayed, and it never came in, and eventually they just were like, yeah, screw it, here's a refund, I guess. I'm just gonna turn down the game sound a little bit. I know that this thing is, like, louder than the other bits, but still tempting to turn it down there. But I kind of meant to, like, reorder one, and I never really got around to doing so, but maybe at some point I'll do it. Maybe? I don't know. At some point I still think it'd be cool, but I haven't really gotten around to doing it. I think I also used to do these games with earbuds, is what I used to do, so that I didn't have these bulking headphones sticking out. But whatever. What if I just don't secure any of the other routes and just send ships on it? Because I think that, like, the only ones that you actually need to make progress are, like, the ones at the bottom. I'm fairly certain. So yeah, what if we just send out what ships we can? Because I think all it's really going to give me is money, is the thing. And we already have plenty of that. We don't really need any more. So I may as well just, like, send out ships without securing routes. Willy-nilly. I suppose. It's still 100% even without repairing. So I'll just do that, I guess. So I'll just go ahead and do that, I suppose. Yeah, let's just send out all of our man of war ships. Whatever, man. Who cares? And then we can send a brig? Nah, we'll send a frigate. Like I said, these prior ones shouldn't matter anymore. So let's just send out, like, random other things. The comics for the Injustice games are getting a movie. I have no idea what that means. I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry to say. So I guess the answer is no, I have not heard, I suppose. But it sounds hype as heck. That sounds really hype there. Oh, I just hope you're doing well today, Mortis. Let's see here. It's 97%. Whatever, we'll send the brig. It'll find some way to screw me over, but whatever. We're just sending the ships out there is what we're doing because whatever the heck. This one's 100%, oh. So that one's neato. Also, I've forgotten how warm this thing gets that I'm wearing. This thing gets very, very warm. I don't know what the Injustice games are. That's why I said it means nothing to me. I might have heard the name before, but I literally would not know. Is the thing. Like, these statements, they don't have any meaning to me. I have no idea what anything means. Scusi. So where are we going? Here? I guess we were making our way up and around is what we were doing. As we were, gotcha, it was that. That's why it sounds familiar, but yeah, this means nothing to me, though, is the case. But yeah, we basically just have some exploring to do, to the point that I'm very tempted to, like, play my own custom stream playlist. Is what I'm tempted to do. Just jam out while we're exploring. Because, there's not really a massive ton that's going on. It's mostly just going around and collecting things. In terms of some other new... This is a weird place that we're, docking. I guess because there's no proper, docks or pier or anything like that. I suppose. Well, this makes me feel like I'm playing Assassin's Creed 4 now. Like, I look at this outfit, and I feel this that I'm wearing, that I'm overheating, and we're at Black Ridge, apparently. I feel this costume, this cosplay, that I'm overheating it, and it literally feels like I've gone back to playing Assassin's Creed 4, which was, there's a Templar map here, which is, like, one of my favorite playthroughs that I've done on this channel. It was, really hella fun. But yeah, Tales of Rise in a few days. I don't know what you're talking about. Tales of Rise is coming out tomorrow, and we're streaming it tomorrow. Is what we're doing in terms of new stuff that's coming out. In a couple days, as WarioWare get it together, that'll have to go out to my local EB Games that they're rebranding to GameStop apparently, and I'm gonna have to go pick up that game, which, like, since it's not out yet, I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I looked up the length of, like, the other WarioWare games, and to quote-unquote beat it, or, like, get through it, essentially, it seems like it may just take a few hours, so I should hopefully just be able to do that in one sitting. But Tales of Rise is gonna keep me decently busy, and I feel like it might be a good idea to finish off some of the other games that, that was September 6th? No, it's the 8th today. Wait, is this literally all that's here? It's just a couple things? I wasn't paying attention on the thing. Yeah, one chest, one collectible. Wow, there's like nothing here. They can fight. I don't really care all that much there. In terms of, like, the games going on the channel right now, we have Dark Souls, which, yeah, I know. We have Dark Souls, which there should only be one more session of left for Dark Souls 2. And then sometime later we'll play DS3, I guess. And I was honestly thinking about wrapping up Dark Souls tonight before Tales of Rise tomorrow, so that it's like, you know, one game is finished off, another game is added. But I was like, you know what? I haven't done Assassin's Creed Rogue in a while, so let's just do some, Rogue, I guess. So that is why we're here. Because at the end of the day, like, I'm so ahead of the game when it comes to daily uploads for Dark Souls 2. So it really doesn't matter whether I finish it off, like, now or later. It won't make any net difference in terms of, like, the uploads for it, so whatever, who cares? It's what I figure. So I was like, hey, let's have this be the night for hopping back into cosplay shenanigans with Assassin's Creed here, is what we can do. So that was my plan. But there's Dark Souls 2. There's this game where there should only be one session, maybe two left. Like, there might be two sessions. Heck, we might even be able to do all of the rest of it tonight. Who knows? Where are we at right now? And then there's Mario plus Rabbids that I started recently because it was like, okay, WarioWare is gonna be like one sitting, and Dark Souls 2 and Assassin's Creed Rogue are about to be finished off anyway, and we'll probably start like Unity sometime early next year or something like that. So, freaking Tales of Rise is gonna keep me busy for a good while, but, you know, I do like having at least one other game going. So we started Mario plus Rabbids, as that's like the playthrough that we're currently in the middle of, and then AC Rogue and Dark Souls are the things that we're like nearly done with. Let's just say 70 minus 750 is what we'll say. 70 minus 750 is what we'll say. Something 70 minus 750. 52 minus 724? 52 minus 724? Wee. So literally right over there. So right over there is where we have some buried treasure, is what you're telling me, game. That is what I'm interpreting here. So yeah, this game has like this session, maybe one more after it. It is possible we might be able to 100% it tonight, but I won't keep my hopes up for that. We'll see how things play out. Dark Souls 2, there should almost certainly just be like one more sitting left, and then that's done. So yeah, the next little while will be a one-off of WarioWare. Maybe a two-off, who knows? I don't know how long it's gonna be. That's just my best guesstimates. And then, like, the next foreseeable little while is going to be... Aha! Look at this, I found it. Next foreseeable little, my feet are clipping through the ground here. What the hell? What the hell is that? But yeah, next foreseeable while is gonna be some Mario plus Rabbids plus Tales of Arise. Now, where's my ship going? It has 2 watches, local and Tokyo times, so it knows when to drift. What is going on? Welcome to Ubisoft Games 101, I guess. Watch it drift away again. But yeah, so Tales of Arise is gonna be the one that takes me freaking 3,000 years most likely. It's probably gonna be like a 70-hour JRPG. Is most likely the case. Probably gonna take me 3,000 years. Most likely. I'd be surprised if it didn't. So that one's gonna be ongoing for a while. But Mario plus Rabbids really isn't super long. Like, there's 4 worlds to that game. And we've done 1 world per session so far with 2 sessions. So in terms of like the main story stuff, we're already halfway done in like 2 sessions. So it's not super long. Like, I'll probably do Naval Fort is just over here. Do I want to go do the Naval Fort first? Oh, I guess we're doing the Naval Fort first before we get that loot over there. Why are these things just spawning here? What the heck? Mortar, there's a random schooner, I guess. This is what we can do. Boop. How about you don't? Like, I'll probably do, like, all the side stuff. Like, that's a game that I'll definitely consider 100%ing as well. I'm not 100% certain if I will, but I will definitely consider it. Hello, hello, Guzma. How are you doing today? Hellos. Do you like my cosplay I've got going here? Oh, everything is fine. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Is there another? There's another enemy over yonder way? Uh-oh. Can I? No, I can't set fire to you. Well, I'm just gonna, like, do this, I guess. Cool. Well, I'm now wanted, apparently. Anyway, so that shouldn't be a super long game. But like I've said before, I typically only 100% games on this channel instead of doing a regular playthrough when they're games that I, like, really, really like. And I honestly really, really like Mario plus Rabbids, honestly. I really do. So I might potentially 100% that, so it'd take me some extra time. Who knows? And then there's also, like, the DLC content for that, which I've never actually played before. So I'd be going into it blind. Is the case. The whole Donkey Kong adventure kind of thing. Have I been in stream trouble right now? Hold up already. But yeah, so I may just... Wow. I'm wondering if I should save that for later, because when it comes to content creation stuff, sometimes it's best to strike while the iron's hot. So, like, there's some interest around Mario plus Rabbids right now with Sparks of Hope being revealed, and that being a thing that we'll cover in the future and stuff. And that's one of the main reasons we're doing Kingdom Battle lately, is to prepare for Sparks of Hope. But the approach that I'm doing with other games that we're preparing for, back now streams working good for you now. Schnice, what you think of my cosplay here? I don't know if you were... No, you were probably around during the bits where we were doing, like, main game AC4 for a bit. But yeah, I just came from Shuck Stream. Yeah, I was lurking there. Saw you chatting while she was doing freaking DBD shenanigans. I've been lurking in that stream throughout today. She started out with some Phasmo, then did a game called Desolate, which I've never played myself, but it looked strange. It looked like a weird Fallout from what I could tell in lurking. Whoa, the hunter ship's just gonna give up because I'm talking here. Wow. And then over to DBD was the thing. So I was lurking there, keeping an eye on chat while I was working on other stuff. And my headphones, these headphones usually don't give me a headache, but they are now. And I don't know if it's because I'm just, like, overheating while wearing this this cosplay here, but maybe I should switch to earbuds after all, is the case. As long as it doesn't screw with my audio too much, which it honestly could. So I kind of hope that it wouldn't. Watching that Rabbids game on YouTube, actually, already on episode 3. Nice. Well, there goes that dude. What do you... Ow! Think of it. Because it's a Ubisoft-made game, not an in-house Nintendo thing. And it's interesting. It's different. Cosplay is hella nice, though. Well, glad you like it. Let's boopity-bop. We just gotta be styling like this. If only I had my, that one hidden blade that I ordered that never came in. Maybe I'll order a new one at some point. Stop! Stop! You are rude. You are so rude. Time to die. Hi, friend. So I need to, take out the lookout over here, is what I better do. But yeah, so I may just 100% that game. But anyway, my approach when it comes to some other games on this channel, I always do things like in order. So, what the hell was that? The hell? Can I just like climb out up here, please, maybe? So when it comes to other things coming out next year that I want to do other stuff first, there's Splatoon 3 coming out next year, which means I'd want to do, 1 and 2 first. And we did 1 like about a month ago, was the thing, and got that done. And I could do Splatoon 2 whenever, but I'm thinking that I'll do it like after the full release date is revealed for Splatoon 3, because then you're striking while the iron's hot, you know? When people are like, whoa, a new trailer just came out for Splatoon 3 along with its full release date. And gosh darn it. And there's interest in that, and then that's the... and then that's the time to cover Splatoon 2. So I might do something similar, but for the DLC of Mario plus Rabbids. So maybe I'll potentially 100% the main game stuff, like, presently on the channel, and then, like, not start the DLC content until, like, the full release date is revealed for Sparks of Hope. Because then you strike while the iron's hot, and there's, like, interest surrounding it and stuff. So I might just do that. That might be, like, my strategy. I'm trying to think about things, like, my timing for covering things in a smarter way if I'm doing things in order. Like, doing old releases that have already been out, it's like, whatever, do them whenever works. Like Assassin's Creed Rogue, for example. When it comes to older releases where it doesn't matter getting through it in time for other stuff, then whatever, I'll do it in whatever order. But stuff that I actually time in accordance with future stuff coming out, I might try to, like, make smarter strategies like that, and we'll see what happens. So, that's my plan. And hello, Jake Frost. Wow, that's a great cosplay. Damn, guys, watch out for the assassin. I'm glad you like it, Jake Frost. Yeah, it's a cosplay of the last game rather than this one. But our dudo in this game is cosplaying as the guy from the last game. So I'm just cosplaying as my guy who's cosplaying as another guy in game, essentially, because this is the look of the assassin from Assassin's Creed 4 rather than Assassin's Creed Rogue. I don't have a cosplay for Assassin's Creed Rogue. But we're done with the story of this game now. It's just exploring around. So I was like, hey, let's slap on the costume of the dude from the last game, the cosplay I actually have, and everything is great. So it feels like I'm playing Assassin's Creed 4 right now when I'm really not, and it's weird because I associate this what the heck? Because I associate wearing this cosplay and overheating in it with with playing AC4, because that's times that I would wear it here. It's cosplayception. So I'm not cosplaying as my game character as he is. I'm cosplaying as my game character who's cosplaying as the guy from the last game. Is technically what's happening here. That is what's happening here. So this is I only have 2 cosplays. I have my Enharmonia cosplay from Pokemon Black and White, and I have my Edward Kenway cosplay from Assassin's Creed 4. So this is my only Assassin's Creed cosplay I have. So maybe as we continue this series, Fort Soleil, that's like one of my favorite characters in Fire Emblem Fates. As we continue this series of going through every Assassin's Creed game in order, if this outfit is an option in future games, then maybe I'll have like the same approaches, like after we beat the game, my ship's over here, if we continue with some side stuff, maybe I'd slap on the costume of Edward Kenway and go with the cosplay. I could always pick up cosplays of other assassins in other games, but cosplays are expensive, you know? And they're more expensive when you make them yourself. This one was not made myself. This is one that I bought. My Enharmonia cosplay is one I made myself, and that one got freaking hell expensive. Oh yeah, there's a freaking hunter here. Like, that's what this hat is part of, is that cosplay. But it's also my regular daily hat as well. Do you have metal, I wonder? I keep forgetting I keep feeling like I'm playing AC4 because, you know, I'm wearing the costume that I associate with that in-game and in real life. Funny mention, since the only cosplay you got is Connor's and your boy. So you have a Pokemon character as well, and an Assassin's Creed character. You got the cosplay of the grandson of the dude that we're cosplaying as right now. The character that is not at all related to the actual person that I'm playing in game right now, but is the grandson of the person that he's cosplaying at. Wow, this is complicated, isn't it? Cosplays are expensive, but they are hella fun, though. They are honestly hella fun, though. Wait, look at that. Purr sweet, man. But yeah, so there's that. So when it comes to future games being covered on the channel, like the foreseeable future of stuff that we have coming up, wow, a whole 6 metal. Um, we're wrapping up AC Rogue and, whoops, I keep pressing that thinking that's gonna skip. We're wrapping up AC Rogue and Dark Souls 2 right now, which are both gonna be like wrapped up very, very quickly. Do you have metal? You have wood, and I need some wood, so I guess I'll board you instead of sinking you, I suppose. So we're finishing up these couple of games. I don't know, after we beat this game, I don't know when the next time we're gonna whip out this cosplay would be. Our next game is Assassin's Creed Unity, and maybe there's an option for Arno to dress up as Edward that we do like towards the end or something, maybe? Like, if so, I'll definitely consider it because, yeah, this is the only cosplay I have. And maybe the only Assassin's Creed cosplay I get. Because this is, well, that guy's going way overboard. Because this is my cosplay of my favorite Assassin's Creed game. I love AC4 and stuff. But yeah, kind of remind you of the complication with Kingdom Hearts. Oh, with like crazy connections and relations and stuff. Cosplay's a Halloween costume is kind of interchangeable for you. Yeah, it can be. It depends from person to person how much effort goes into creating the costume. Like, you can say that this is kind of a costume. Like, I don't have like a full cosplay. Like, I don't have proper pants that go with this. What would that even look like? I don't have like proper boots that would go with it. You can't tell when I'm streaming anyway, but if I went to an event like Comic-Con, I'd just be wearing like running shoes or something like that. I don't have a proper shirt that goes with, I just wear like a brown shirt under this because it kind of matches with some of the colors, so it looks like part of the costume when it's literally just like a freaking cheapo Walmart probably t-shirt is what it is, this brown shirt. And it's just become the shirt that I wear on this channel anytime I wear this cosplay, which hasn't happened in a good while since our AC4 playthrough ended a while back. But yeah, there's that. So when it comes to the games that we're doing, we're wrapping up this and Dark Souls 2. We've got a whole bunch of stuff. We might do a bunch of completion stuff in Mario plus Rabbids because I actually really like that game. And Tales of Arise, I don't know how much I'm gonna do, but we'll see when I play it and how much I like it. Like, I can play Mario and Rabbids and be like, okay, maybe I want 100% this game because I've played it before and I really like it. But something like Tales of Arise, I haven't played it before. Like, it's only coming out tomorrow. So, I don't know whether I'd like it or not. Oh, I probably gotta jump up this way. I don't know whether I like it or not. So we'll find out when I start playing it how much I actually like that game. We shall see what happens. Can I go up, please? Maybe I can't go up to that, or oh, I probably just gotta go around this way. Whoops. So we shall see. So as we wrap up that stuff, it'll be a little bit of Mario plus Rabbids and Tales of Arise for a little while, along with like the 1-off / 2-off WarioWare. And after that, we have like, in October we have Metroid Dread, which I'm now all caught up on the 2D Metroid games for, alongside the new Mario Party game. That I feel like I should reach out to the Pokemon remixer on YouTube, Snivies, about Mario Party, because we did a Creators Collide episode together of Smash Bros, and he was mad because he was like, what, you didn't tell me you were good at Smash, and it was a very one-sided kind of thing. And he had said, like, next time we're doing Mario Party. So I think I jokingly mentioned to him, like, oh, well, the new Mario Party game is coming out, like, at the end of October, if that's an opportunity for a rematch. And I think he was like, yeah, that does happen. And so at some point after Mario Party comes out, I'm gonna have to reach out to another YouTuber who doesn't even do gameplay content. He does freaking remixes. But I'm gonna have to reach out to him and challenge him to our gaming rematch. That'd probably be in the new Mario Party. So so there's that. He makes hella chill remixes, by the way. I'd highly recommend. But that's a plan there. Past that, there's the new Pokemon freaking remastered things and stuff like that. I already heard a lot of good reviews of it, and a lot of people saying it might be the game of the year from what you've seen on YouTube so far. You mean interesting? Yeah, I've strayed away from a lot of that stuff. I'll go into it like very blind. Like, I've seen some basic trailers and like some minor gameplay previews, but that's really it. There's just like a renovation here that we could do. But yeah, let's just see here. As we could, though, to be honest, the opinion of the masses isn't always the best. Cough, cough, Bravely Default 2. I get so salty about Bravely Default 2. Like, oh my goodness. The only thing about that game that I can actually just completely believe and say is an absolute masterpiece is the music. Like, oh my goodness. Revo is a musical genius, and the soundtrack of... Why is it telling me this stuff in the bottom right? The soundtrack of that game. Oh my goodness. It's like one of the best soundtracks on the Switch. But everything else is like, what the hell? Look at that, 100% in this place. Per on stream. Maybe we will 100% at this session. We're already going through things here pretty fast. Haven't seen too much either, just a few thumbnails and such. Gotcha. Yeah, we shall see what happens with that game. We shall see what happens. I really hope that it's gonna be good. The combat seems like much more action-oriented and fast-paced from the only other Tales game that I've played thus far of Tales of Vesperia. Like, Tales of Vesperia, I just kind of felt like I was running around collecting things from time to time. Is there a place that I can fast travel to? And maybe because if I capture this fort, then I'd be able to do, like, everything in these areas, like, right from the get-go, including renovations. So maybe I set that as my objective, and then I go here, and then I go around, and I go to the fort, and then that's what happens. Maybe.